I want the Lamborghini to win.
No, but that one's flat.
Well, then which one is left? Which one is gonna win?
This is one more.
Which one?
This one.
Police car?
Yeah, but it turns to a race car, but it's not a race car.
It's a race car.
Yeah, it turns to a race car.
Okay, good. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. Today is, what day is it today? Sorry, I had to check on my phone. Today is the 12th. That makes baby Sean 11 days old, right? Am I getting my math right at this point? I don't know, I'm somewhat delirious. So today's Saturday, and it's gonna be a pretty chill day over here. We are gonna go to my mom's house to like just get together with everybody, because on Thursday was my birthday. So I turned 33 years old. So we're gonna get together with everybody, I guess, like cut me a cake, sing me happy birthday, that kind of thing. And then we'll come back home. I told my mom that yes, like I wanted to like see them and see my sister and Everly and see my grandparents, but like I can't be there very long. Initially I was gonna have everybody over here, and then I was like, it's gonna be a pain because like then if I need to nurse, then I'd have to go upstairs because there's like nowhere to hide down here. I had to process like the logistics of like gathering with people at my house and also like having a newborn. So we're just gonna go hang out at my mom's house for a little bit and take this munchkin.
I'm going to see my cousin.
Yeah, I really want like my kids to spend some time with Everly, with their cousin. So even though I kind of just feel like hanging out at home, we're gonna go for a little bit and hang out with them. But this little dude is literally just sleeping, you guys. Like that's all he wants to do. You still like him? You still want to keep him? I feel like sleep-wise he's been doing pretty well. The problem that I've had with him is like last night he probably would have slept forever, like had I let him. And I found myself like waking him up because like he wasn't feeding, or like he was going a long time without like indicating that he was hungry. So I would get like panicky and be like, oh, it's been like 3-4 hours, like let me try to feed him. And then I'd like try to nurse, and then he would just like pass out. So we're taking him to the doctor on Monday, and they'll tell me like if, I guess, you know, if he's getting enough milk or what the deal is. Sorry, my hair is like a hot mess. I'm a mess right now. Riley, what are those glasses? What are those? They look fabulous.
Thanks. Mama, the Lamborghini crashed.
Okay, the Lamborghini crashed. I'm so sorry. Even now, like I fed him, I think he did like 10 minutes on one side, then he passed out. Then I was like trying to wake him up again. He did maybe like another 5 minutes on the other side, and then he's back to sleeping. So I'm sure that that's relatively normal. I'm just trying to make sure, obviously, that I still like maintain my milk supply, that he's gaining enough weight, that he's getting what he needs. I feel like on Monday I'll have a better idea of how he's doing on that front. But at night, like maybe I'm waking up every 2 hours, which honestly this doesn't feel so bad for me. Like I don't know, I guess I've had it worse with Jackson. Like I keep telling you guys, he is a little bit grunty though, like when he like needs to poop or if he has gas, like he has like a lot of those grunting noises, but nowhere near to like what Jackson used to do. Like Jackson would be screaming in the middle of the night. So far this guy is pretty happy. I also got him the cutest little whale PJ. This was like one of the few things that I actually bought him new. Like before he was born, I bought like a gender neutral like PJ, and it has little whales and it is so cute. Look at the mess in my house. Jackson is playing with all his tiny cars, remember the ones that used to belong to Joe, and he's having a car race over there. What happened to the Lamborghini?
Oh.
Did he crash?
Nope.
No. Is he in first place? Is he gonna win?
He's in first place.
Oh, good. Anyway, this is the state of the house. We took out these blocks that I had bought a million years ago and just never given to the kids. So they've been like making towers. They're like little cardboard boxes that look like blocks. So Joe assembled them. And now they're making towers and stuff. So yes, my house is totally trashed, but the kids have been entertained this morning. All right, I put little buddy down on the bouncer and he stayed. So we're trying, like every once in a while, get like adventurous. I'll be like, let's see what he thinks of like being put down on the bouncer so that like I could eat my breakfast, or sometimes he'll be in the snuggle me. So far he really likes that snuggle me, by the way. I was like, my hopes were very low for it, but he seems to like it. But I put him down because I'm gonna bake some bread. I gotta preheat the cast iron. Yesterday I made a loaf of bread and I let it sit overnight. So this is my bread dough. This isn't sourdough, just like the regular like fast bread that I make. So I want to reshape it really quick and then we'll bake it before I go to my mom's house, because if not, it's just gonna rise too much. That way we can be done with it before we go to my mom's house. And we have a fresh loaf of bread. Felt really nice to get back into making some bread, and I made like waffle mix yesterday. I made like waffle batter, so Joe was able to make the kids some waffles today. This bread recipe, by the way, it's so easy. It's from Acres Homestead. I've shared it a million times before. I'll see if I can link it, if I can remember the link, but it's so easy that I literally mixed the dough one-handed yesterday while I was rocking Sean. I was like rocking him to sleep with one hand, and I was just like getting the flour and like dumping everything into the bowl, and then all you do is mix it. It was super easy. It's just water, dry active yeast, salt, and flour. Like basic ingredients. You can do it with one hand while rocking a baby. So I highly recommend this recipe. If you're just trying to get into bread making, you don't have a starter, if you're not into sourdough, like anybody can make this. All you need is those things that I mentioned. So we obviously have to watch him, but every once in a while I'll place him on the bouncer, and he seems to like it. And this bouncer reclines, so like it can be a little bit more vertical or it can go lower like this, which he likes at this point. So we put it a little bit lower for him and he just kind of chills there. I have a bunch of stuff I have to put away here too. My mom got us the baby bathtub because we didn't have a baby bathtub for Sean. This one she picked up at Walmart and it was great. We gave him his first sink bath the other day because his umbilical cord fell off and he really liked it. I'm sure one of these days I'll get some footage of like us giving him his sink bath, but he seemed to like it way better than the first time when we did like the sponge bath with Mimi, and definitely more than the one that he got in the hospital. But we put like a little washcloth on him. The water's really warm and he seemed to not really mind it. So hopefully he likes his baths, because I don't need like the kids screaming every time that I'm gonna give him a bath. And then this sink is one of my favorite things about the house, because like in our Virginia house, we wouldn't be able to bathe him in our sink. I didn't have like one of these like big giant sinks, so this bathtub fits perfect in there, and it just makes it really easy to you know, just be able to bathe him. And even though this is all a mess, you guys, like this is the reality of my life at the moment, this layout of the house has been exactly what I needed, because I can be here baking bread, I can be here with the baby, like I can see my baby, I can see my other kids, I know what everybody is up to, everything is super open layout. So of course you can see all the mess, but it's nice because sometimes I'll have Sean in the little pack and play thing. He'll be laying down there, I can keep eyes on him, I can clean up, I can bake, I can cook. So for like the stage of life that I'm in right now, having these tiny humans, it's just worked out great. The other house that we had was definitely not as open layout, and of course there's pros and cons to everything, but I feel like, again, for the stage of life that we're in, for what I needed and taking care of tiny humans at home and still being able to get stuff done, this has so far been working really nice. Let's see what's going on over here.
Why did you knock over my boat?
She knocked over your boat. So you guys are construction people?
Yep. I have this shirt on.
I love it. That's a little outfit that he got for Christmas. But it worked out perfect. Like the blocks and then the construction set. He's got a little hammer. So the kids have been playing so nicely together. Doing lots of pretend play like this. Riley, let me see ya. Is that so that no debris gets in your eyes? Yeah, very good. You have a hard hat? What are you building? A boat?
Houseboat.
Oh, a houseboat. Hey, listen, before we go to Mimi's house, you guys have a lot to clean up. So you should probably start, because it's going to take you 3 hours. Look at this. Look at this. This? Oh, we've got a little condo set up for the mouse. So that's nice. We got to clean up a lot of this stuff.
No, but not that, please.
Then how are we gonna get to the front door? Riley, this is literally blocking the entrance. All right, let's see if I can do this and not burn myself, because the amount of times that I have burned myself already in this kitchen is quite embarrassing. So we're trying to get ready quickly. I forgot that now with a newborn, it's gonna take longer to get out of the house, and like I had to feed Sean before I could get ready. So like, you know, there's like this whole new dynamic of getting out of the house. I was able to get the kids dressed, pick out their clothes, but now I've got to get Sean dressed. And then I'm not gonna take a whole bunch of stuff, but I am going to like take the Snuggle Me in case he wants to just like take a nap. Sorry, I'm trying to do my foundation. Like, I can't even see correctly in this view over here. But I'm gonna take the Snuggle Me. I need to just take like a change of clothes for him in case he spits up. Make sure I have diapers and wipes because I think I'm out in the diaper bag. So just like stuff like that I haven't had to really worry too much about, like with the kids. At this point, it was just making sure that Jackson had a pull-up, like when we go somewhere, and that's kind of the extent of it, like pull-ups and wipes. But yeah, I'm gonna just try to keep it minimal because like I said, I don't want to be there super long either. And I had to make sure like that I have pads and stuff for myself because I'm still bleeding. So trying to remember all of the things and then get us out of here. All right, a million years later, I am dressed. I could not find anything to wear. It was just like a hot mess. It's been really hard to like dress like my postpartum body, I guess, whatever you would call it. So I finally found like an old Target dress that I had, and I put like a tank top under so that like my boobs weren't all up in everybody's face. That's what we're gonna go with. I just need to put on sandals. Let's get a few things for the baby. I'm thinking we need obviously like a onesie for him. So I'm gonna take him this little bear one. I think this is what he's gonna wear there. It's super hot, by the way. It's Florida, it's August. It is hot. He's gonna be in the car seat, so I'm not dressing him. Like if it were up to me, he'd be pretty much like just in his diaper all day, every day, because that's how hot it is. But we'll put a little onesie on him, and then I'll take an extra one just in case he, you know, has an accident or something. Then I'm gonna take a swaddle. Is this a good size? This one is preemie. I don't know if he's gonna fit in this. I think this is a small one. So I'm gonna just take a swaddle in case he gets fussy. We can like swaddle him and like lay him down potentially. And then I'll just take my like the muslin blankets. These have been the best. These, I had them all old. They were all the other kids, but the Aiden and Anai muslin blanket, this is basically all I've used to swaddle him at home. Like I've used these as swaddles more than the actual swaddles themselves. But yeah, let's get that all packed away. All right, we are finally out of the house. It took a little longer than I thought it would just to get out, because when we were like on our way out, Sean started fussing and he was like ready to eat. So I had to stop, feed him, nurse him. He actually did like a nice good feed. So I was like, I'm not gonna rush out of here. I want you to actually get a good feed. So we did that, and now we're on our way to Mimi's house, and I'm just so happy that I'm like out of the house, because I think the last time I left the house, babe, I think was for the doctor's appointment, for Sean's doctor's appointment. So it's been like a week almost since I saw the sun, since I got outside. And now it seems that he is upset. He's been kind of like sleeping, chilling. But yeah, I think I need to be quiet because I probably just woke him up. Don't be mad at me. Maybe he'll go back to sleep. Are you reading, right? Lift it up so I can see. You're funny.
Okay, I'm going to have the red. I want a little bit of the red. I want the red.
Riley beans with the cookie, right?
No
With the cookie.
No cookies for me.
No cookies for you.
All right, we are home from Mimi's house. We had the best time just like celebrating my birthday, and we got to cut me a cake, and I got to see my grandparents, and my sister was there with Everly, and I got to see my brother. So everybody, you want to take off your shirt? Why? He fell asleep in the car and he's like, it's sweaty. But yeah, they all got to see little Sean.
Hi.
Hi. Did you have fun with Everly? Uh-huh.
You want to see?
Jackson, you tired? He always falls asleep in the car. That was Sean's first trip to Mimi's house. Little dude did good though. I fed him like twice at Mimi's house. And then on the car ride there, he cried for a minute. But then he stopped, like once we started moving again, like he cried because we were at a red light. And then this time around, he cried for like a second when we left too. And then I was able to put the passy in his mouth. And then that like calmed him down for a little bit. A lot of you guys have been noticing like on Instagram and stuff that he's got a passy sometimes. He doesn't love it, but he also doesn't hate it. And so I give it to him if I'm like trying to rock him, like to go to sleep. Like sometimes he'll take it. And sometimes when he's having a fit in the car, it looks like sometimes that helps him. But we are home finally, and we are gonna chill for the rest of the day.
Well,
Because I
I
need to
want to
rest.
go on a walk with my dad.
Oh, you want to go for a walk with your dad? I also need to drink more water because I'm super dehydrated. Sean, what did you think about Mimi's house? Look how cute his little feet are. I cannot. You're cute.
I like his little feet.
You like his little
That
feet?
is his favorite. That's my favorite body part.
I like his little feet too.
All
right, I had Joe bring down the Love Every playmat so we could put him on it. And are you trying to say you're not a fan? He's not gonna last long here, but I figured at least we'd have somewhere that we can put him down. And we've got to start working on tummy time soon, but probably not today. And not right now that he just ate. Hey there, little buddy. What do you think, little dude? I think he's trying to poop. But now he has a little spot down here too. I remember putting Jackson on this. Are you gonna play with the baby?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you remember when you used to sit on this mat?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't.
Now you're a little big, huh?
How
Does he like it?
He can play now?
Well, I mean, he's still little. He's still like just gonna look at things and hear some sounds. But when he gets a little bigger, he can play. But right now you can talk to him
Jingle bells. And hug him.
and hug him, but you gotta be gentle because your head is way bigger than his.
Wow, what is this place? Hello.
Hey, gentle. Is he happy? I think he's happy. Look, he's just looking at all the things. Okay, but let's not make a lot of them. My grandparents got me flowers for my birthday. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a vase. I love having flowers here in the house. Alright, while Joe has the baby, he's trying to put him down, which it looks like he's pretty much asleep. I'm gonna try to do a couple chores upstairs, and then I'm gonna try to change out of this clothes. Of course, me and my never having scissors. I ordered some new pull-ups for Jackson, because he is still, hold on. Sorry, I wanted to open this so you didn't just like hear all the tape. But he still is in pull-ups, mostly for nighttime. So at night, he's been wearing one of these, and then during the day I've been trying to have him be in his underwear. But I would say that at this point he's pretty well like potty trained for daytime. Like today when we went to my mom's house, he didn't wear a pull-up, so he did underwear only in the car. I was a little bit scared, not gonna lie, because I was like, if he has an accident, he's just gonna pee all over the car seat. But he did really good, so he didn't have any accidents there today. So little by little, like we're trying to like get to the point where when we go for especially like short outings or outings where we know like there's gonna be a toilet that he can use, like we don't put him in pull-ups. For a while there, like when we first started, like anywhere we would go, I would still put him in a pull-up. So right now these are mostly for nighttime. The problem honestly with Jackson is that sometimes I will put these on like for nighttime, and then I'll forget to like change him first thing in the morning. And then in the morning time, sometimes like he'll get lazy. He'll be like, okay, I've got to pull up. So then sometimes he forgets to run to the bathroom when he has to pee. But at this point, I will tell you guys, like my biggest pain point with him for a while there was pooping, because he was scared of pooping in the actual toilet. Now there hasn't been a single poop that he has done that hasn't been in his tiny potty. So he has come a very long way, and so that's why like this time around when I had to buy pull-ups, I was like, I don't want to buy like a huge box of like, I don't know, 100 and something pull-ups, because I don't know that we're gonna use them all. Like I'm hoping that this will be the last box of pull-ups we have to, you know, buy, kind of just keep them for overnight, and you know, if we're gonna go somewhere far away or something. So anyway, that is a little potty training update, and I'm very happy with like just the fact that he's no longer scared of pooping in the toilet. We do still have to work on him using the actual like adult toilet, but I will take the little potty over where we were just like a month or two ago. And I know that I've gotten questions like, tell me what happened, like tell me what you did, you know, give me advice, because my kid is in the same boat. The only thing that I can tell you, like it's not even worth making a whole dedicated video at this point. The only thing that I can tell you is to be patient and to give them time. Like there was a time when Jackson was just not here for it. I kept being persistent, kept showing him the toilet. Yes, we bribed him, like every time that you do caca in the potty, you get a car. We did whatever would work for him. And eventually, I feel like he got to the point where he was no longer scared. Just continuous exposure, continuing to tell him like nothing bad's gonna happen. Sometimes he'd say, can you sit with me? So we'd go and sit with him. Sometimes he'd say, I want my privacy, so we would leave. But just kind of let him decide when he was ready. And I kid you not, it was just like one day where I was like not even asking him about it, not talking to him about it. Like I would remind him, like, where do we do pee-pee, where do we do caca, and he would tell me the little potty, but not putting any pressure on him, not like forcing him to sit on it every 2 minutes. And one day out of nowhere, he just like, all I heard was, Mama, wipe my butt. I was like, what are you talking about? And he had gone and sat at the potty on his own, done his business. So I wish I had like more tips and tricks to share, but just know that if it's taking them a little, you know, longer than, I don't know, other kids or whatever the normal is these days. I don't know if it's normal that your kid is using the potty by themselves like at 1.5 these days. I don't know what the new threshold is, but Jackson is gonna be 4 in December. So whether that's late to the game or not, that's when he was ready, and so that was fine for him. All right, so I think we're gonna do a little bit of quiet time. I was able to at least get comfy. This guy, he finally went to sleep, but I'm not sure that he's like in a deep enough sleep that he's not letting me just put him down. I'm just gonna cuddle with him here on the couch. As long as I'm sitting, it's not bad. Still, like if I'm carrying him and like bopping him up and down and walking around, I'm still pretty sore down there, so I don't really want to do that. But if he'll just like chill with me here on the couch, that would be good. So we'll do some quiet time. The kids are gonna do some iPad time because they've been pretty good in the afternoon. And then I think I'm gonna watch Lincoln Lawyer, because I've been watching Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix and it's really good. So I'm gonna just see if I can do 15 minutes of a show of mine. I'll take that these days. Yesterday I did like a whole day of like binge watching. I was watching Farmhouse on Boone on YouTube, so I was just like watching a bunch of her videos and it was like so calming and peaceful. Okay, I will find it for you, give me 1 second. So I caught up on a bunch of her videos and stuff, and that's like the kind of content that sometimes I need in my life, just like slow living, just watching somebody else make food even though I'm not making food myself, just like calming stuff. Like her videos are the best, like for when I'm in that mood to just like relax. So that's what I watched yesterday, but today we'll do some Lincoln Lawyer. Look at that little dude, so cute.